intricate patterns. You might even get jewellery. It was all very flattering, right up until you remembered why they were doing it. The reason was simple. Appearances mattered. You weren't just any sacrifice. You were a gift to the gods, and a shabby offering would be insulting. Think of it like wrapping a present in gold foil before handing it over, except in this case, you were the present. Some victims enjoyed the experience while it lasted. After all, it's hard not to appreciate good food, comfortable clothing, and the sudden interest everyone takes in you. You might even be given ceremonial tasks, singing, dancing, or appearing in processions as part of the festival build-up. Of course, the VIP part had limits. You couldn't exactly leave, and your schedule was not your own. Priests checked on you regularly, not because they were concerned for your well-being, but because losing you before the ceremony would ruin the program. You were essentially a walking, talking centerpiece that had to be kept in perfect condition until showtime. The public, meanwhile, would see you pass and whisper about how honored you must feel. They'd point out your fine clothes, your confident walk, and the fact that you were treated like nobility. Few mentioned the obvious, that all of this was temporary. Very temporary. The Aztecs believed the gods deserved the best, so for a little while, you were the best. You ate like a noble, dressed like a noble, and were paraded like a noble. The only difference was that actual nobles got to keep enjoying those things after the festival. You, on the other hand, were on borrowed luxury, and the due date was approaching fast. As the festival approached, your VIP makeover wasn't complete without one final touch, the ceremonial body paint. The Aztecs took this seriously. You weren't just getting a few stripes and swirls. This was a full-on transformation into a walking piece of religious art. The priests would carefully paint your face and body with symbolic designs. Each colour and pattern meant something. Red for the rising sun, black for the underworld, white for death, and so on. Sometimes, they'd paint you to resemble a specific god you were meant to stand in for during the ceremony. This wasn't a casual face paint job from a village fair. This was sacred, deliberate, and done with pigments so vivid they'd probably still be visible after your final scene. To the crowd, these patterns weren't just decoration. They were a clear announcement. Here is the honoured sacrifice. In other words, the ancient equivalent of walking around with a giant neon sign saying main event. You couldn't blend in even if you wanted to. The process itself was surprisingly meticulous. You'd be seated or stood in a special area while the priests mixed the pigments from minerals, plants, and even